Hello, welcome to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. Today we are playing some more EU4. Unlike last time, we actually have a goal in mind, and that particular goal is going to be... Not bum. I'm scrolling down to find it. There's a lot of achievements. Jesus, sweet Christ. But the Levant Turnabout, as Mamelukes have 100 army professionalism, which is super easy to do, and annex the Ottomans, which is not super easy to do, but it's very doable. Now, I'm not 100% on what it means exactly by annex the Ottomans, so the wiki page says own and core Edirne, Constantinople, Udalendriar, and Ankara. So that's pretty easy. That doesn't actually mean we have to take everything we have. It just requires that the Ottomans don't exist, and we have those 4 provinces. Oh, man. The Prince of Egypt is an achievement I should have gone after last time. Starting as Florence, form Egypt. Well, there's always next time, and that's an excuse to go play my favorite nation again, so that's fine. So, Levant Turnabout. Do that. We go in here. Scroll to the left. Way too much. So, 1444. Mamelukes. Awesome. Options. Everything's normal. Play. Iron Man. Make it actual Iron Man. You are not logged in. Yeah, I kinda don't believe that. Whatever. What is the name of this thing? The name of this thing is the Levant Turnabout. Levant Turnabout. Start Iron Man. Now, I said that I'd be going live in like an hour from now. I'm starting early because I wanna. Getting more videos done while I'm on vacation sounds very nice. If there's any noise in the background, that would be the sound of Cora setting up a chair she got. Like an armchair she got. I can't see it at all. There's a wall in front of me. So I'm just hearing productive sounds. Once the elite of the Ayyubid armies in 1250, the Mamelukes were sent from went from slave servants to the masters of a realm at the very heart of the Islamic world. From their capital in Cairo, the Mameluk households control Egypt and Syria, as well as the Abbasid Caliph himself. In the north, Mameluk influence is felt from the Beyliks of Anatolia to the shores of Lake Van. In the south, they serve as protector of the holy cities of Mecca and Medina and the Hijaz, as well as influencing the politics of Yemen. Even the Christian Empire of Ethiopia must be attentive to the world of the Mamluk Sultan, as the Coptic Pope, the ordainer of all Ethiopian bishops, is under Mamluk care. The Mamluk emirs reproduce their ranks by purchasing new Mamluks, foreign slaves of mostly Circassian origin. These slaves are then trained as soldiers or stewards who all swear allegiance to their buyer, or foster father. The emirs in turn put their household to use in the service of the sultans. When the time for succession comes, it is in practice the will of these powerful men that determines which emir will become the next sultan. This system ensures that the sultanate is never short of elite warriors, so long as the route to import more slaves from the Black Sea lies open. However, as a governing system, it has more than once led to damaging conflicts and paralyzing factionalism. The future looks bright for the Mamluk Sultanate, however, as the death of Timur has removed the greatest threat in the region, with the once expansive Timurid Empire now reduced to a few bickering successor states in Persia and Transoxiana. The vacuum left by this empire in Anatolia, the Caucasus, and Iraq have been filled by the Karakiunglu Federation in the east, and the resurgent Ottoman Empire in the west. both seem destined to come into conflict with the Mamluks in the near future. We hope so. The wealth of the Sultanate is fed by the trade that flows through its Egyptian lands, bridging the distance between the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. This places great demand on Mamluk fleets to battle Christian pirates in the north, as well as protect the huge vulnerable vessels that follow the Hejaz coastline with coffee, cloth, spices through the Red Sea. As 1444 draws to an end, the Mamluk Sultanate is still the largest, richest, and strongest state in the Middle East. That has many enemies, but fears few of them. Jesus, it'd be amazing if every country got this much. That's so cool. Yeah, that's very cool. There are no region-wide mechanics in this region. You are free to fill this void of authority through your own actions. Okay. Starting out, we need rivals. Ottomans, excellent rival. Aragon and Venice both see us as rivals, which is unfortunate. Who do the Ottomans see as rivals? Us, Byzantium, and Austria. Well, I didn't really think that any of you would want to ally up, but here is hoping. Now, you are guaranteed by Venice, so actually, if I pull this and guarantee Albania as well, the Ottomans go to war with Albania, then both Venice and I will be called in. Sounds quite nice to me. Now, our armies look fine. Can I put you all together somewhere? By limit 32 is what I need. Let's go there. Our fleets. So you return to Alexandria whenever possible. Kasar-Ibin. Here. So, going to war in the south is what they suggest first. Tempting. Very tempting. What I'm wanting to do, I think, is to go up and border the Ottomans as quickly as possible. They no longer start with cores on anything but Albania, which is why guaranteeing Albania early on is important. But grabbing these territories before the Ottomans can benefits us in that we get more stuff, and benefits us in that the Ottomans don't. So denying them routes of expansion will be fairly important. Here shortly, we will fill our army up to the brim. Can I afford more sailors? I certainly can. So once this is out to sea, I may do that. Am I forgetting anything? We have free advisor slots, but I don't want to do that yet. We can build more forts, but I don't want to do that yet. It looks like we start with Otto Vidal here as a vassal. So integrating them might be wise. That would open up some expansion possibilities out here, but having a vassal never hurts. Ooh, damn. Okay. I'm guaranteeing Medina, which I'm probably going to stop doing immediately. I'm guaranteeing Cyprus, which I don't care about. Hejaz is my vassal. Ooh. Okay, the Mamluks start out in a really good position. Offer vassalization. Oh, I could probably vassalize them pretty quickly. Interesting. Do we have a Diplo reputation guy? We sure do. Alright, I'm gonna grab him, because now... Yeah, alright. Fuck these European powers. Let's Diplo vassalize a bunch of stuff at the beginning. I'm gonna power off my phone. I think phone you trying to update. And I don't want you using any more of my bandwidth than you need to. So, I'll just keep a time on here for the timer. Keep an eye. And I think that's everything we need to do. Improving relations with Ramazan. Now, Ramazan, would you accept vassalization? You sure would, so let's do that. Sure would, Forest. Medina. Hell yeah, my dude. Ramazan. Alliance. Okay. Medina. Improve relations. Ramazan. As soon as this is up in 23rd of December, improve relations with them as well. So, vassalize you. I don't think that I can vassalize Cyprus. So, I'm just going to revoke this guarantee. I don't give a shit about Cyprus. The Ottomans won't attack them very quickly. Who I do care about are the Albanians up here. Solely because they are a means by which we can go to war with the Ottomans early on. Now, our army is slightly bigger, and our force limit is slightly larger. So, if we can... I'm trying to think if we can make that work, and I bet that we can. I'm just trying to figure out if it's worth it to me. And it may not actually be worth it to me. Currently, it seems more worthwhile just to blob here, vassalize stuff, diplo-annex stuff, and directly contest the Ottomans on our own. Because I don't share a border with them, getting there would be tricky. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might take a less aggressive approach than I had originally thought. Cool. So Diplo reputation even higher now, which means that if they weren't going to accept my vassalization before, they definitely would now. So this state, hold on, let's go check this out. Who would Zan? Fez. I know where Fez is. Fez is over here. Fistan would. Jesus. Alright, let's go in here because I'm going to be doing some stupid stuff. One at a time, Alex. One at a time. So Medina's not quite there, right? Yeah, let's improve relations with Fazan because they definitely will once they come due. And try to make sure that the Liberty Desire stays down by building up our armies. Now, armies are grouped up, and I was talking about expanding these. So, currently combat width is 20, which means we want 20 infantry and 2 cavalry, the way that I build my armies. Now, I know the way that I build my armies is not perfect, but whatever. Okay, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. That is way too many cavalry. What is our cavalry to infantry ratio? Oh, right. We're a sultanate, so we get some weird stuff now. Ooh, Bedouin? Yeah, let's make Bedouin an accepted culture right off the bat. Let's, call a diet. Fuck. I should have looked at that more closely. Do I want the military power? I think that I do. Let's grant new charters. Money sounds nice, diplo power sounds nicer. Take the support of the clergy, demand administrative support. Yeah, alright. Damn, yeah, I didn't realize quite how much land the emirs had. Cannot be revoked for another year? Okay. We'll just wait until the disaster gets pretty big and then deal with it. So, manpower needs to recover. You got it, game. I agree. Even though I don't love that mission. Here, we need a general. This general we're going to start drilling with. In fact, this army could also use a general and start drilling you as well. Reeman's Paradox recently did a YouTube episode, YouTube segment on analyzing army professionalism, if it was worth it, as well as the army drilling, if that was worth it. His conclusion was pretty wishy-washy. Wasn't a huge fan of the army drilling mechanic, but he did like the professionalism mechanic. I still am a big fan. I think it's a step in the right direction. Maybe not as extreme as I feel it should be, but 1, 2, 3. It's an interesting idea. It's nice to see them at least trying to nerf, in a small way, trying to nerf how very, very, very good the mercenaries, I was forgetting the word mercenaries are. I think we can speed up a little bit. Parallel authority. So, Lemma. I don't care about the Lemma. Yeah, I do. It's the Dimmy that I don't care about because they're not in here yet. I would like... Let's do this. Let's make generous donation there. Bum, 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 bum. Now, here, Fatal, Fadal. No, Medina. Medina, I'm a great power. Let's influence you. Let's influence you. And these influencing things are just me getting impatient and wanting to vassalize these faster. But the sooner I do, the sooner I start to get a small piece of their income. And that would be nice. Can invite Scholar. Inviting a scholar from another country will give us a unique bonus for 20 years. Interesting. Interesting. Currently, the only one that I could take is Hanafi. Now... Jafari and Zaidi sound very, very cool. Shirvan. So my pieties. Okay, so some of these are pieties. So these are if you are impious. Am I more pious than impious? Or they changed this mechanic. More pious than mystical. I am. So legalism gives tax modifier, manpower modifier, and tech cost. That is amazing. Mysticism gives very good army abilities. Okay, for the time being, I'm just gonna take this. Just whatever I can. Go to economy. Oh no, not you. Indeed. Cool. I find it weird that them transferring trade power makes them like me more. I feel like the opposite should be true. But whatever. So. Ooh. The best alternative is one who has no wait a minute. The death of Jakmak has left our country without a ruler. All the important Mamluk households of Al-Kahira are calling upon their influence to have a say in who his successor is going to be. Depending on who wins, our new ruler will have the support of different households in different parts of the country. Only one thing is certain: those that would rather have seen their own group's interests prevailing will not greet our new sultan with joy. Some might even spend the rest of their lives trying to limit his influence. So, can go with a Syrian, an Egyptian, a Bedouin, or the best alternative is one who has no ties to the groups in Cairo. So pulling somebody from up there. That gives us army tradition, is very strong, and he's the youngest as well, so... Not loving that Diplo score. And not loving that. Okay. So, you know, could be much better. Let's vassalize Medina. Claim a guarantee for Ramazan up here. Oh! Now I got this, because they are a vassal. Very cool. The Sheikh-ul-Islam, where the Qadis are the judges of the lands, the Muftis are the ones who to provide the general legal interpretation and doctrine. A sultanate as large as ours, however, needs an overarching authority over all muftis. Traditionally, this should have a comma. The localization does bug me sometimes. Traditionally, this is the role of the Sheikh-ul-Islam. The Sheikh-ul-Islam will not only author fatwas himself, he will also be the one to appoint many of the regional muftis in our realm, and ultimately, he is the person who will safeguard the legality of the Sultan's edicts. Naturally, again, should have a comma, the man we pick will belong to the Shafi. But there are a number of designated candidates to choose from. Tax modifier, tolerance of the true faith, yearly legitimacy. This would move towards legalism, this would move toward mysticism, this would keep us balanced. Time being, we're pretty much neutral. Our manpower needs to recover, however. We are at our force limit. The tech cost sounds nice, the manpower sounds nice, the tax modifier sounds nice. But... bet I'm not 100% on that. Kinda hard to be. So let's think about this while I fondle the camera, because it insists on becoming unfocused. A wonderful lesson. Never, ever again will I get a manual focus webcam. I didn't even think that they were still a thing, but oh, they are. They are. Because our manpower's doing okay, and because of this, I'm going to go with this. Just to try to get that tolerance of own religion up. To get rid of the malice I'm probably receiving. How close are we to this looming disaster? Oh, not at all. We may not even hit it. We probably will hit it, but I may be in denial about it. Trade guilds and fraternities. Guilds and fraternities are a constant factor in the life of the Sultan. In many ways, these are the small communities within the community, with their own rules, customs, and even laws. It's also very common for these associations to indulge in mystic traditions, Sufism, and often unorthodox adaptation of the Sharia. Something that sometimes makes it hard for the laws of the ulema to penetrate the urban milieu. An artisan in Halab has reached out to the state warning us of local guildsmen with a great influence on local affairs. Anyone wishing to take a craft in the city is currently required to be approved by this man and then swear an oath of allegiance. This is unacceptable? No, not into that. Now next month will let us Now next month, let us vassalize Ramazan here. So I'm gonna pull these out. I'm going to assign one diplomat to increase relations with our own vassals. Now I'd like to start annexing up this way first. I'm gonna set... Okay, what can I core? I can currently core this of the Ottomans, so I'm gonna say that I want that. And our armies are good. Ish. We can have 3 more. Good, good. 1, 2, 3. It may behoove me. I think that it does too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Split these off. And once we hit... Nope. Once we hit regimental mustering... No, God. Conscription army? Yeah, then I'll disband them. But not until then. Not unless we start getting more manpower. Now you would be my vassal, so let's improve relations, and you would be my vassal, so again, improve relations. And yeah, I know, it's bad to go over this limit, that's why we are focusing on diplo power right now, just because I know we're going to be using a lot of it in the years to come. Ah, alright, fuck you too, Timmy. We're at war with Dresbon and Theodoro. Not great. Uema, gain loyalty, move towards legalism, lose prestige. We're already moving towards legalism, so let's just double down on this. More money, more manpower, cheaper tech. Let's look at how quickly I can annex you. Pretty quickly, and you pretty quickly. So, priority will be annexing these first, then annexing Ramazan, Medina, then Fazan, then Aniza? Aniza? How close am I to... Not close at all. The foreign quarter of Dimashq. Damascus. Oh, this is Damascus. Dimashq. Yeah, okay. For a long time, foreign merchants have been settling in Dimashq to better conduct trade with our country. Lately, however, with intensified activity of the Sheikhdom of Bitlis, don't know where that is or what that is, the quarter has grown into a city of its own. Is it not without its problems? Our own citizens are complaining that the Bitlishi community is growing at their expense. Bitlis? Bitlis, where are you? Bitlis, okay, up here. Oh, you're quite far away. So, we get local traders strengthened, which is cool, or we get thriving merchant community, which is also pretty cool. Listen, better to have friends than not. We are very poor because of this, mostly. Pilgrims are safe. Our efforts to protect those of our subjects who seek to perform their pilgrimage in the holy cities of Mecca and Medina have paid off. It is now long since there was a last raid, and the realm is at peace. Good. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Yep. War of the Roses. Alright, you know, I said I was gonna wait, but I don't want to wait. They're so expensive to keep. Akyunglu has declared war on Karkyunglu. Wait, you've declared war on them. Gutsy. You're at war with Karkyunglu. Ah, you two are allied. I don't love that. However, bigger Akyunglu means that Ottomans aren't going to be moving into Akyunglu, at least not anytime soon. But that could work to my favor. Could. I mean, will it? But could. Ajam. Ajam wants my mercenaries. Where you at, Ajam? I don't want to send you my mercenaries. I forgot how slow the drilling speed is at the beginning of the game. Now, 2 a month. This isn't going to go down anytime soon. I was kind of hoping for an event that would lower this. Why would none of these reduce... Why would none of these reduce it? Alright, 9.1. Base is 20. Control provinces gives 40 on top of that. Monarchy makes that 65. Mamluk emirs make that 75. So the provinces... So I took something away. That really doesn't reduce it. Really. So if I took this... I have no one to blame but myself for this. Yeah, it's fine. The emirs gain stability and loyalty. Let's do that. Take more land from you and you'll still be mad. I really would have not liked this disaster to fire, and I should have paid more attention to how high that started. Alright. Here. Larger stack. You live in Shakira now. This is revoked. This... Nope. Okay, apparently not. Your morale was much lower than I thought it was. Good enough. Good enough. That was very sloppy, but... done now. So, Aniza. New countries. Alright. Form an alliance, and bam, we are over relations. But hopefully they'll reciprocate by sending me a royal marriage. And can immediately vassalize them. Venice is no longer a valid rival, sweet, because we have eclipsed Venice. Very cool. Us going over 50 gives us 1 admin, 1 diplo, and 1 military power, which helps, again, offset what I'm doing to our poor military power. Let's do the same thing with Fazan, down here. Marry me, Fazan. Okay, fine. With your scholars discreet, well, that's not ideal. Offer vassalization. Okay, cool. So, that's pretty cool. Let's look at who else would accept our vassalization. It's a lot of people. Nasht would, Shamar would, Dishrid. Oh, I forget where Dishrid is. Dishrid would. You seen Kaifa? Suffice it to say, we have plenty more potential vassals that we can go after once we are done with what we have. For the time being, however, let's just keep pouring more into our subject countries. Oh. Eclipsed Aragon. This is a very good way to get power projection early on. Just vassalize all the things. Now, of course, I'd love a cheaper leader than him. Already? Yeah. Oh, good job, Austria. Pike Square. Now, while it could be beneficial for us to rush into a war early on, I don't think I'm going to do that. Our potential for expansion is pretty good. Karaman. Do I care about Karaman? No, I couldn't pacifize them anyway, so do not care. Not one bit. We are currently rivaled with the... yeah, France, why not? We'll rival France. That doesn't seem too big for our britches at all. Here we go. Sailors. Oh god, I could have so many more sailors. I think we're at naval capacity, are we not? We are. So I could change the makeup of this fleet. I might do that in selling off these cogs. I want to keep the galleys around, because Mamelukes get quite a substantial army. So 1454 is the earliest that we can annex Hejaz and Fadl, and I'd like to do both of those as quickly as possible, for probably obvious reasons. The sooner we get them out of the way, the sooner we can get our other vassals out of the way, the sooner we can get more vassals, etc, etc, etc. Mercantilism is very cool. Prestige, I'm good at... I could use the prestige, but I can't use the legitimacy. And keeping control over Alexandria is going to be important. Right now, we are struggling to do that, and a lot of money is leaving. One of the reasons I want to rebuild our fleet into just a trade fleet is to keep all this money. Renaissance. Yeah. Makes sense. Where'd you spawn? Oh, of course it spawns in Florence when I'm not playing Florence. Okay, so let's look here. I want the Renaissance, so what I'm going to do is develop provinces so that the Renaissance grows on its own. And I can spawn it rather than waiting on it naturally spreading to me. Now, I am relatively close, so it shouldn't take that long to get to me. But we're going to want to do this later on as well, so it would be smart to start thinking about this. Now, what makes a good state for development? Farmlands is a -5 to local development cost, so that sets us up for one of these territories, being where we want to start. Now, a high starting development would be ideal, and Cairo has the highest. However, Alexandria here has... Is it not? Oh. But you don't have... I assumed Alexandria would have coastal center of trade on it, but I'm not seeing that on Alexandria. Well, that sucks. Oh, Cairo has England city center of trade on it. Okay. Okay, that's fair. So, okay, we'll just develop Cairo. And because we've finished these two, I'm gonna just start pouring military points into it. Not gonna put admin points until I'm up to date on that. And I'm going to save up Diplo points because we're going to be in pretty desperate need of them. Fairly desperate, anyway. I don't care about our religious marriage. Religious marriage? Royal marriage. Going away is not at all a big deal. Now, the Renaissance isn't spreading here at all because we are not part of Europe. Like our capital is not in Europe, we're not adjacent to anything, so we are going to have to push pretty hard to make this happen. Since we are making a little bit of money every month, we can help that push by getting some advisors. Oh, excellent. Saida and Ashara. Where are these? Saida. Can I park troops on you? Yeah, I can. And Tabulus al-Sham. I can also park people there. Cool. So you go up to Tabulus, you go up to Saida. What's your current religion? Shia. Ah, well. That's fine. I'm gonna keep drilling because part of this achievement is getting this meter all the way up here. And the sooner the better. This is looking like I can pull back some of these to start increasing relations with other states I might want to vassalize, like Degerid. You are adjacent there, so that should be okay. God, so many. Wait, Dolkadir? Dolkadir would accept vassalization. That's huge. That is huge. Because they border the Ottomans, and us making inroads up here is really our top priority. Now, Karaman, not into it. Our economic base needs to grow pretty significantly, but maybe eventually. Akuyanglu, too big. Yeah. So you, and I don't border anyone else. Maybe you. But you're the wrong religion. So, yeah, Digit. Like me enough already, although you are at war with Tunis, so you may not be around. Extreme practices in Said. The late Middle Ages saw the emergence of several forms of Islamic mysticism, one of the most controversial being a brand of Sufi dervishes known as the Renunciationists. These men sought to separate themselves entirely from normal society, shaving all body hair down to their eyebrows and publicly breaking the rules of Sharia in order to demonstrate their unique relationship with God. It's very showy. It sounds very obnoxious. I'm so close with God, you wouldn't understand. You're just not as close as we are. All while wandering from town to town begging for alms. That sounds pretty obnoxious. Our religious scholars are calling for their persecution, arguing that uneducated populace's tendency to view them with awe will lead them away from the true faith. Now, we are going towards legalism because I want this manpower faster, so expel them from Said. There we go. Now we can build temples. Not that we can afford it, but we can build them. Now, we are not actually ahead of time here, so feeling kind of conflicted about what to best do with our admin points. Foreign theologians enliven scholarship. The theologians we invited to our country have greatly enriched local religious scholarship. They've left their mark upon our country and inspired a new generation of ulema. I have need of them in Cairo, so I would gain legalism, which is cool. I would gain the theologian Ibrahim Ghazi. Oh, this one then. New Amir al-Hajj. The pilgrimage to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina is one that every Muslim should undertake at least once in their lifetime. As the Sultan, it is our responsibility to ensure that they can safely reach that destination. This is a position that, in many ways, requires both cunning and martial ability, as the way to proceed can range from defeating raiders to negotiating passage from local rulers to outright threats or bribery. The Amir al-Hajj will have the overall responsibility for the Hajj caravans and will have great freedom in how to achieve a steady and peaceful passage for all Mamelukian pilgrims. Alright, so let us choose a Bedouin. This would decrease our prestige. Bedouin will be able to protect the caravans from dangers that none of the other options could. We'd lose prestige, we'd gain national manpower though. That's cool. Skilled warrior will be up for the task. We'd lose military power. A warrior of Amir al-Hajj will have a good chance of defending the caravan, but he may also create unnecessary conflicts through lack of tact. Enabled diplomat will be more efficient when your country is at peace and less so when you are at war. Interesting. Only a true Mamluk can perform this task. A Mamluk will be more trustworthy when your ruler has high legitimacy and much less trustworthy when legitimacy is low. Let's go with a loyal candidate. Now, truthfully, the local Bedouin sounds to me like the best choice, but because I want our prestige to not be negative anymore, I'm not going with that one. 0.3 there. Here's a good question. Is it going to earn us more to try to stop this trade from going away? Or would it earn us more to try to make our tax income go up? Currently, taxation makes up a significant sum of our income, naturally, and trade a lesser one. So let's do taxes first. How is conversion going? Going okay. Foreign quarter, Venice I don't care much about, but this is Cairo that's getting it, and because we're trying to increase development there, that local development cost reduction is awesome. Now, we're falling behind in tech, but I really, really want the Renaissance here, so I'm gonna keep developing it. Yep. Now, it's about a year out till I can start annexing you. It'll be November of 54. And we're already halfway there. Something living on a prayer. Now the Ottomans are at war, and they have been at war, but it doesn't look like this is going to cause them to expand any. So all they're accomplishing right now is wearing down their manpower and stopping them from taking any wars of aggression on their own, which I love. This is pretty cool. Can build supply depots. I don't think supply depots are actually that good. They're an interesting new mechanic, but I don't really see the use, personally. So Dulkadir likes us a lot. We're gonna recall this though. And we're gonna recall... Ah, thanks, Beha. Let's recall this. Hijaz wants royal marriage. Why not? Kazan. So we are waiting for November 10th. Yes, November 10th. Custodian of Al-Qudus. With each year, the holy city of Al-Qudus has seen an increase in the number of... Oh, this is Jerusalem. I'm like, Qudus. Well, the treasurer sounds cool, but we absolutely cannot afford him. However, that prestige, it's always nice. Are we custodian of the holy cities already? No way. We need... Huh. We are. The only holy city we don't start out with is Rome. Wow, yeah, the Mamluks start in a great position. Because you can basically... You start out with Conquest of Jerusalem, and you can get custodian of the holy cities within, what, like 6 months? Statesman gains power. Goodbye, statesman. Maybe we can get a new statesman. That would be cool. Yes, we can. It might have actually been the same guy. October, November 11th. Alright, so annex you. Annex you. And Medina we won't be able to annex until literally a year from now. Which is fine. Let's just keep this on subjects. Well, I could start annexing you next year, so I may do that, actually. Debate over Sufi practices. Muslim scholars were not united on the question of the permissibility of Sufism. While most appreciated the heightened levels of religious devotion it inspired among the general population, some disapproved of how certain Sufis expressed their faith. Poetry and song about wine and illicit love, as well as communal dancing and veneration for the tombs of those regarded as saints, could, at times, provoke opposition from more hardline elements of the ulema. Well, again, we're going towards legalism, so go for that. Now we're not... Oh, my poor Diplo power. That's going very quickly. That's okay. So we're no longer going to be able to use Diplo power to boost this, and in fact this is going to run out rather quickly. Cancel that. Cancel that. I got spoiled playing as Venice. It was so easy just to spend... Oh, just is nice. Alright, I don't hate Sultan Tuman Bey the First Yakubid very much anymore. Just offsets Sinner. Right? Because tolerance literally is just, yeah, just unrest. Right, cool. That's cool and all, but I'm not going to click this because that modifier hasn't gone into effect yet. This modifier only goes into effect once you click this button, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. And we can start converting folks here. We can have 3 rulers, generals. So let's... And in a different time, a Haji Khanshur would be awesome. Oh, we're over a force limit. Okay, that's fine. Cool, very good, very good. So Crimea has not gone to the Ottomans, which, so long as these pretenders don't win, and the Ottomans don't jump in, it's very nice for me. Yep, there it is. I don't care about Ethiopia at all in the context of this game. So this will instead be done in 1461. Oh no, our ambassador's been detained. Who cares? Right, so you are who I would like to annex next, and you after that. So let's get you both over 190. Just keep Diplo annexing as much as I can. Which I know is putting us behind, but kind of feel like it's worth it. City of Cairo, much older than our own sultanate, Cairo has been embellished by rulers and conquerors for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Years, if not 1,000 years. Okay, weird. Much longer than 1,000 years. Bringing order in this maze of buildings, from the tombs of the City of the Dead to the slums of the Fustat to the bustling markets of Khan al-Khalili, or the great citadel of Cairo itself, has proven a monumental task for many of our own predecessors. Nonetheless, as master of the city, Tuman Bey I is expected to leave his mark upon Cairo, both to embellish and develop it, and to combat disease and keep order. Wow, I love how many options there are for this. So, let us renovate the souks and the Khan el-Khalili. We get more trade power, we lose a lot of tax, more local goods, renovate the growing slums. Ooh, development cost goes down. Tech cost, okay, that's cool. Like, this is really good. This is better. Construction cost goes down, that's quite safe. Option to pick. Monument of Cairo, that's cool. There's not much we can do for the citizens of Cairo right now. Why would you ever pick this? Because you could just pick Citadel of Cairo. And this is just positive. This is a negative. If there's an always positive option and an always negative option, even if you didn't want any of these, you would always pick this. Weird design choice, Paradox. That... Why would... Okay, whatever. We're going to go with this because we're developing the city, and any discount to that would be nice. I think we are 1 or 2 investment away from getting this done. We're behind time, don't get me wrong, but we're only a little bit behind. Ah, urban planning of Cairo. Jesus Christ! Wait a minute, does this stack on what we already have? So currently, we have England Center of Trade, we have thriving merchant community. So, development cost... So... We get minus 18.3% development because it's our capital city, and we have total development pretty high. The renovation of the slums of Cairo gives minus 15%, it being farmlands gives minus 5, it being an England Center of Trade gives minus 5, the thriving merchant community gives minus 10, us producing cloth is minus 10. If I had been smarter, I would have... Okay, I would have granted monopoly charters so we would get something from the merchants, but that's another minus 10, I think, or minus 5, and then this is another minus 10 on top of it. Good God, developing Cairo is so cheap! This is awesome! I mean, next one's gonna wear out in like 6 years, but dang, that's amazing. Alright, let's start annexing you, our poor Diplo points. Oh, we're actually gaining Diplo power because of our terrible reputation, so hey, it's it's something. Yeah, I'm very, very happy about this start. And I'm very happy about the Ottomans basically shooting themselves in the foot here. This alliance with Akyunglu is very stupid. They can expand and take this, maybe? And they can try to go war here, but like, the Byzantines are allied with Serbia, not a great alliance. Albania is guaranteed, allied with Bohemia, which is weird, and guaranteed by Venice. So any expansion by the Mamelukes are going to be tricky. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So I bet I can flip you to being my ally. Purchase an ability. Now, isn't there... This? Nah. Justified Wars, maybe. Transfer subject? Probably. Maybe. Eh. That doesn't affect us at all. Let's take Justified Wars. Starting our Golden Age would do what? Raise our maximum absolutism, give us better morale of armies and navies, but it would only last for 50 years, and I don't think I'm going to attack the Ottomans that quickly. Yeah, Embracing the Renaissance would get us another one of these. Humiliating a rival would be nice. Discovering the Americas, I don't think that's gonna happen. Ooh, well, we just hit 14:58 and we just passed an hour on the stream, so I'm gonna keep streaming. But if you are watching on YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.